So what I intend to do tonight, because the weather forecast looks favourable, I'm going to try and image the Veil Nebula complex in its entirety using the Sharpstar EDPH2 along with the ASI 2600 MC Pro. Finally, we're ready to go. Okay, so finally we've got a clear night. Well, relatively clear. There's a few clouds about. There's a full moon, but I'm not letting that stop me. We've got the L-extreme filtering, so should take care of that. We've got the Veil Nebula complex all lined up, just as we predicted in Stellarium. So we're running away. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. I predict there's going to be some technical problems because this is the first time I've been out this season, but you know, let's see how it goes, and I'll be back in shortly. Here we've got the Eastern Veil, we've got the Witch's Broom, we've got Pickering's Triangle in here. So, wow, fingers crossed. Let's plenty of time for things to go wrong yet, but let's see how it goes. Things continue to be, well, relatively okay. The clouds and moon are playing havoc with the guiding, but the L-extreme is really being put to the test and coming out ever so well, because we're working against a full moon as well. So in terms of our guidance, you know, we're kind of at odds with the conditions at the moment, but look at this. I mean, as I say, we're getting, there's the Eastern Veil, there's the Witch's Broom, and we've got Pickerings here. And it's like I said in the previous video, it's awesome to think that the light coming in on this session sort of originated in medieval times, in the Dark Ages in Europe, and around the time of the Spanish Inquisition. There's the next frame coming in. Yeah, I don't know how good this is going to be until I process it tomorrow. Let's keep running this and see where it goes. Okay, well, I think that's about it for this evening. Okay, there's been a few clouds about, the moon's out, and it's a good test for the L-extreme filter. So let's see how we get on tomorrow when we actually process everything. I'm going to stop everything now because the Veil Nebula is about to hide behind a big tree I have in the garden. So I think we just have to call it a night, but you know, got a reasonable session in despite the conditions, so let's see how things pan out tomorrow. Okay, so until then, here's the processed stacked image from the Veil Nebula complex session, and I've only minimally process this, and I'll explain why in a minute. Couple of nice things that's come out of this is, first of all, I love that L-extreme filter. I mean, this was taken on a almost full moon, and look at the colours and the detail that's coming out of this, and it's just a fantastic filter in my opinion. It really does the job. Secondly, the field of view
given by the Sharpstar 61, the 0.8 focal reducer, and the ASI 2600 MC Pro. Again, it's exactly as we predicted in stellarium. Look at that field of view. We've caught pretty much most of the Veil and Nebula complex. There's the Eastern Veil here, there's Witch's Broom, there's Pickering's Triangle, there's other bits of the structure in here. And the thing to remember about this image and the Veil Nebula complex in general, it looks two-dimensional. Of course it is, it's a two-dimensional photograph, but really the whole thing, think of it in 3 dimensions, it's actually blown apart like this. So what you're actually looking at is these components of the complex are actually in different angles or planes in 3 dimensions. So it's, imagine the stars at the center and it's blown. That's really what we're seeing here. So yeah, all the good things, the filter, the field of view. The disappointing thing, and this is just exemplifies astrophotography, I've discovered that the star shapes are absolutely appalling. If you look here, what I've got is flop. There's tilt somewhere. I think I know where it is. I think I found it, and I need to investigate this, and I shall get it sorted. It just shows whatever can go wrong will go wrong in this hobby. It's so frustrating. It's really frustrating at times, because otherwise this would have been, I would have been extremely happy with this image, but sadly I didn't think it worth spending a lot of time processing on because of the horrible stars, which of course, if the thing's not if the things got flopping or tilt in the train, then it's going to affect the other components of the image as well. So well, whilst I'm actually quite pleased that everything's like the mount's working and the filter's doing its job, unfortunately another aspect or another technical problem has emerged. So first light of this season, mixed bag. I think it's in some ways it's good. I've identified an issue early on in the season, so I can get it rectified, and hopefully we won't have this problem in the future. So kind of mixed blessings here. Try and be positive. Like I say, this hobby can be very, very frustrating. Once I get this issue sorted, I think obviously I'm going to have another go at this, because I think it's a really, really nice object, and worthy to get the best image you can out of it. So first imaging session of the season, sort of mixed bag. Let's get all the gremlins ironed out, and but that's astrophotography for you. Well, that's the end of that video. First session of the season. I'm not too despondent at all with this. Like I say, there's I kind of expected some kind of glitch or glitches after a few months of inactivity or use. So as I said earlier, it just exemplifies you know, how frustrating this particular hobby can be. But you know, we learn from the mistakes, we learn to troubleshoot, and hopefully we improve as we go along. And once the weather plays ball, we'll be out again and doing some more imaging sessions in different targets. Hopefully, or once I get the Sharpstar 61 sorted, to get the imaging train tilts sorted, we'll be back with some wide field of view imaging. Also, there's a lot of targets in which the SP120 is going to be particularly useful. So yeah, plenty to do, plenty to look forward to, plenty of objects to image out there and to plan for. So I hope my trials and tribulations of this opening session of this season has been useful or entertaining or whatever. But anyway, thanks for watching as usual. And by the way, a quick thank you so much to everybody that's subscribed to the channel. We're now well over 100 subscribers, and it's absolutely amazing. I just thank you so much for doing that and showing your interest. It's really inspiring. It's really motivating for me to know that there's actually people out there that watch this stuff. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and for those of you that haven't, please consider subscribing. And there's a little button sort of down here on the right hand side, I think. But thanks again, and remember, keep watching the skies. See you soon.
Watch the skies everywhere. Keep looking. Keep watching the sky.